Hey guys, thanks for checking out ClevverTV. We're actually here in Orlando, Florida for a very special reason. We're with Debby Ryan, and it's all about Friends for Change this weekend.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about what it is.
So as part of the Kids in Nature celebration that we're doing this entire weekend, today has been the Youth Summit, where we're essentially talking about kind of the little actions that we can do to make a difference. And we're sitting down with almost 100 kids around the world and globally who have made such a huge difference. And hearing what we at Friends for Change have done in the last 3 years in over 33 countries, and there's so much that we've done and there's so much that we've affected. And then having these kids come up and be like, love what you're doing. I started a thing in my community and we're like,
It's so impressive.
It's so impressive and I'm so inspired, and we're watching amazing speakers and I'm getting inspired and crazy humbled, and I'm like, great, let's do stuff.
Yeah.
Let's change the world.
Have you had a chance to think about what you want to do or how you're inspired exactly?
I've taken the last 2 years, like pretty much every single day of the last 2 years, I have been like, okay, I know what I want to do and I know where I want to affect it, and I have kind of narrowed down how. And interviewed charities, interviewed tons of things, and kind of tried to get my own individual set up. And after about 1.5 years of that, I went to Disney Channel and I was like, hey, listen, we do Friends for Change, and I think that it would make such a huge difference if not only we kind of expanded from the environmental side, but also this is what's on my heart, and this is where I think you guys could make a huge difference, and I could do it with you. Like, let's get on this. And we settled on the right charity, and we found the right thing. It's going to be announced super soon, and I'm so excited because it is the largest, most exciting thing I've done in my life.
I hate that you can't tell us right now.
But you know I'm going to come in.
Of course.
I think it's going to be announced on May 1st. And you know I'm going to come and sit down with you and be like, now listen, this is what I was hinting at. Yeah.
Wow, and if it's been in the works for a while, that's amazing.
It's been in the
Can't
works
wait.
for a while, and it's one of those things that, you know, with anything that you do that you want to change, you want to make a difference, you want to make sure it's right. You want to make sure that you make a difference for the future. And if you look at 50 years ago and 30 and 100 years ago, you can look at where the world has been and where it is now. If we carry on at this rate, it might not be a really good effect, and it might not be a good future for us and for our kids. So I think where we're going is shaping things up, not only here domestically, which is where a lot of our Friends for Change stuff has been, but internationally.
Now, since we are Friends for Change and we're talking Disney, let's talk a little bit about Jessie.
Yeah.
Do you think your character is very green, or are there some ways she can improve?
It's funny, that's a really interesting question. We really try and, we get new script drafts every night by virtue of a sitcom. You get a Friday draft, you get a Monday and a Tuesday and a Wednesday draft. So it's brand new script pages. So what I decided to do was print smaller scripts, so you use half the pages, and also print them double-sided. So you're using a quarter of the paper just for kind of our scripts, as well as recycling it afterwards. The kids and I, we all have, and a lot of the crew, we have water bottles and refillable things instead of using the whole plastic bottle situation. We're all kind of very aware of it, and we're all, and the kids and I sometimes like get on each other. We're like, did you recycle that? I don't think you recycled that. Like, kind of nail each other, but yeah. And that's what we like, you know, we're very like competitive as a joke because we're like a big family.
Yeah.
So, you know, whatever does it kind of makes a huge difference. That's how I am in my family too.
And what's coming up on the show? Gotta get a quick update, of course.
Yeah. On the show, we just got picked up for a second season, which is very exciting. We have a movie in the works, which is also really exciting. So in addition to those, you're also kind of finding out a bit more about Jessie and maybe some career stuff, why she moved to New York and what she's gonna kind of do with her life. But, you know, obviously tons of mishaps with the kids. There's a huge vacation episode in which things go terribly, terribly wrong.
Of course. They need to go wrong,
and
right?
Jessie may or may not save the day like a total rock star. Like, nailed it. So good. So that's very exciting. There's a huge lizard secret. Mr. Kipling has a giant secret. 2 secrets by the end of the finale, which you will learn.
Interesting.
Yes, and we may or may not be bidding adieu to one of our dear imaginary characters.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. It's big.
People are starting to grow up, right?
Yeah, and you know what? That's what's so interesting is going into the show, I was like, it's about kids. And being on the channel for 3 years, we get it, and we get kind of playing the same stories. However, I'm now 18, so I'm gonna play 18, but I'm also gonna play 18 and growing. I'm gonna play finding myself and finding kind of that independence in that area where you're like, I can take care of yourself, and you really can't. And in addition to that and taking care of the kids, of course, they're growing up. So there's a lot of firsts and growing, and yeah, it's a good place.
Very cool. And one last thing, where can people find out more information about Friends for Change? Because there's a lot they can do.
There's so much that we can do, and that's what's huge, is that Friends for Change isn't just the environment anymore. It's not just taking shorter showers. So if you go to disney.com/friends, it has ideas, it has inspiration, it has stories, and so you can kind of hear and see all of the differences that have been made in our world. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, make sure you guys check it out and keep it here at ClevverTV for more deets on Debby Ryan, the show Jessie, and all of your favorite shows out there. I'm Dana Ward coming at you from Disney World.
Yeah.
Still can't believe it.
Go
We'll
ride
see you
a roller
next time.
coaster.
Oh, I did.